Welcome back everybody to this new episode of Is It Shit? Today we're looking at something from Black Rooster. New one on me, but some interesting products. This is the Omnitech 436C. Let's find out. Is it? So yes, the Omnitech 436C. Clearly based, I think, on the Altec 436, which is a very old, very new compressor hardware unit. 60s, maybe even 50s, really old. And they were sort of adopted by EMI for a while, and I think EMI did some mods, and I think those ones that were modded by EMI are well sought after. In fact, I found a stereo pair of them. These are mono units in the hardware world. I found a stereo pair for 10 grand. Ouch. So yeah, people obviously want that specific one. However, the standard one, non-EMI modded, I found one of them going for 700 quid. So not quite so sought after. And I think the feeling is it's a fairly average, very moo style compressor in its bog standard form. Anyway, Black Rooster have decided to model one. Whether it was the EMI one or not, I don't know. But it's quite different anyway. The original only had like a volume control on the front and then little screw controls for, I think there was one for release time, and another one for threshold. And that was it. So it was like release time, threshold and release time were your only compressor settings, and then volume, output volume. So you didn't have much control over it. However, this one, they've added a bunch of way more useful controls so you can do more with it. The original, if you talk to people about it, they're never particularly excited about them. They sound all right on vocals, they sound all right on bass. And if you could get a stereo pair, they could do some interesting things, you know, to a bus. This one, I would say, a bit more flexible than that. Let's have a look at it anyway. Let's start top left. We've got the power button. Took me a while to realise that's actually a mute on off, not mute, you know, bypass on off, which is useful because when you use the one within Logic or anything else, you quite often get a click. That one doesn't, so it's good to A/B, see what you're doing. We've got the input control, and you can see these knobs are a bit of a weird design. They've put like a weird white arrow on the top so you can see what's going on, which is, yeah, that's cool. Don't mind that. So you got input there. Right below input you've got your threshold, and then bottom left you've got compressor or limiter mode. Works slightly differently obviously. Stereo or dual mono. Dual mono, they're linked. Obviously you still get one bunch of controls, but it just means things that are particularly heavy on one side don't trigger a compressor on the other side. It's quite useful. Drum buses sound good like that. Sometimes the stereo bus sounds like that. You just have to experiment. It can sometimes retain a better image. We've then got your side chain. So you've got a high pass and a low pass, and they just affect what's triggering the compressor. They're not affecting the signal going through it. They're just what's triggering the compressor. If you want to hear what they're doing, there's a side chain listen. Bottom right over there. Quite interesting. You don't often get to wind off the top of a side chain, so I quite like that. Big gain reduction meter in the middle, which can be also an input or an output meter. You've then got your attack control, fast to slow, your release control, fast to slow. You've got your makeup. Slight downside here, there's no auto gain that I could find, which is a bit annoying. So you have to keep adjusting that to, you know, then do a bypass and see what you're actually achieving. And then something I really like, obviously, is the mix control, because this kind of thing, you can really get some heavy compression going and then just mix it in. Don't leave it all going through because it will just sound crushed and squashed, and it might not get what you, I mean, unless you want to crush and squash it. But especially on the mix bus, as you'll see in the demo at the end, it's really useful. Set it at about 80% and you can get some really nice kind of parallel compression going on. Not much else to say about it. It's pretty self-explanatory. There's not loads going on, but as you'll see at the demo at the end, you can get a range of sounds out of it. It's quite an all right mix bus compressor. It would work well on a bass or vocals. I think I could use it on a stereo bus, you know, for pretty much anything. It's an interesting sort of sound. It's not mind-blowing, this is going to change your life plug-in, but it's a nice addition. If you haven't got a very moo style compressor, this might be a good place to start. Let's talk about demo. Full 14 days, little bit of an aggro you have to sign up, you have to put in your email address in the plugin as well, and then blah blah blah. It's a little bit aggy, but there's no noise and none of that stuff. It's a full 14-day demo, so that's all right. We can live with that. And then if you want to buy it, it's 55 quid, which that's all right, you know. Maybe it should be just under the 50 mark, really, for what it is. But hey, 55's all right. I think every now and again they do a sale. I've seen their plugins going for under 40, so keep an eye on it. But yeah, there you go. The Omnitech 436C, a kind of a version of the Altec 436. Star rating, I'm going to go 3 stars. And mainly because there's not loads going on. I know they have added extras in that they've added the basic functionality of a proper compressor, which is appreciated. I don't think they'd have got rid of many otherwise. It could have done with auto gain, maybe could have done with a couple of extra features, but yeah, it's all right. Price could be a tad lower, but yeah, it's all right. I'd give it a go. See the demo at the end. I think it sounds pretty decent. Anyway, 3 stars for the Black Rooster Omnitech 436C. And there you go. Check the demo at the end. It's quite an interesting one. Anyway, if you could like the video, that always helps. If you could subscribe to the channel, that really helps. The Instagram, there's 2. There's Studio Life 101 for the channel, and there's Mixdown Mastering for my mastering business. There's the website with the top 5 plugins. There's a bunch of courses there on mixing and mastering and compression. And that's about it. I'll see you in the next one. Adios.